Greetings, friends. Please watch out for this. Many households are now being surprised with owing more money due to recent tax changes. Residents of certain states are having to pay more than others, but the Biden administration just announced new factors that could qualify Americans for financial relief. My dearest friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video because I'll be sharing with you what you need to know. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning these giveaways.
As Senator Kane mentioned a few moments ago, expanding the Pell Grant for short-term skills-based education, it's one of the quickest and the best ways to combat these labor shortages that we're talking about today and the ones we've seen around the country. I think that my proposal, the Pell Act, which the House is actually taking up this week, it's one of the best ways to approach expanding this program. So my bill allows a variety of educational institutions to participate in the grant program with guardrails that empower institutions to produce high-demand workers for high-paying jobs. And that's exactly what we need to build up our defense industrial base. So, Dr. Lockwood, the need for a strong pipeline, switching gears here to cyber workers, that need has grown exponentially given the current threat environment that we're in. So a two-part question. What can the DoD learn from the private sector on recruiting and also retaining cyber talent? And simultaneously, how can the DoD better compete against the private sector for that talent pool?
Thank you for the question. I think one of the key lessons of the private sector is that a four-year degree is not necessary. We need to enable our young people to become productive workers as soon as possible, and Dr. Johnson has earlier mentioned AI-enabled training. I'll just offer that DoD already has experience with AI-enabled training, in particular in the IT field, where the Navy some years ago piloted a program to train its shipboard computer technicians using an AI-assisted digital tutor. This was an incredibly effective training methodology and quickly was brought to bear to skill up, in this case, an enlisted force, individuals entering without a college education, and quickly make them wildly productive. Not only were they very quickly trained, but the quality of their training was significantly superior to those who had gone through the traditional schooling.
According to Newsweek, federal student loans were paused for several years at the onset of the crisis, ending in September 2023, with payments restarting in October. But now debt holders in Arkansas are struggling to come to terms with how they will pay the remainder of their balances. This is as the Biden administration faces a Supreme Court block on its original plans to cancel student debt for millions of borrowers. Arkansas Department of Finance and Administration spokesperson Scott Hardin told reporters, "This has been the case for many years. Loan forgiveness is considered taxable income in Arkansas. That applies to student loan forgiveness." According to a report for the Tax Policy Center, whether or not a state taxes debt forgiveness is down to whether the state conforms to federal income tax laws when creating state-level income tax legislation. So while forgiven debt is usually treated as income, last year's American Rescue Plan Act exempted student debt forgiven between 2021 and 2025. But not all states conform to the current version of federal tax laws. Experts cite Minnesota and Wisconsin as examples that both use the older definition of federal adjusted gross income. Both tax student loan forgiveness. States that do not levy income tax, such as Alaska, Florida, and Nevada, will therefore not tax any loan forgiveness. Overall, President Biden and his administration are continuing their efforts to provide student debt relief to as many borrowers as possible. Last year, the Biden administration announced a saving on valuable education program, which would reduce the monthly payments of many low and middle-income borrowers by forgiving up to $10,000 of debt for eligible borrowers. The Supreme Court previously blocked plans for another debt relief program for federal student loans late in 2023, and at this point in the process, the rulemaking committee has identified 5 groups of borrowers who should be considered for debt relief. Borrowers who meet one or more of the current criteria would be eligible for debt relief under the current proposal. This includes owing more money than they borrowed, having been paying loans for 20 years or more, or are experiencing financial hardship. The proposal would provide the Secretary of Education the power to waive federal student loan debts for borrowers who are facing hardships that is likely to impair the borrower's ability. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about forgiving student loans? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Mortgage rates have risen for the 4th consecutive week, nearing 7%, just as a peak home buying season commences. According to recent data, the 30-year fixed mortgage rate averaged 6.94% in the week ending February 29th. That is up from 6.90% the previous week. 1 year ago, the average rate was 6.65%. Freddie Mac's chief economist, Sam Cater, noted that the steady increase in rates during the month of February has subdued the already cautious momentum among home buyers as they approach the spring season. However, recent expectations that the Federal Reserve will delay cutting its benchmark lending rate until later this year have led to a resurgence in mortgage rates. So while the Fed does not directly set mortgage rates, its actions influence them, as mortgage rates typically align with the yield on 10-year U.S. Treasuries. The CEO of the Mortgage Bankers Association has attributed the upward pressure on mortgage rates to higher than expected inflation and job data, coupled with a shortage of existing homes for sale in many markets. Despite a surge in applications for new construction homes, overall mortgage applications had dropped 5.6% from the previous week, signaling a slowdown in activity. Pending homes also declined in January, indicating that sales data may not show improvement in the coming months as mortgage rates continue to climb. That is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. The winners of yesterday's giveaway is Claudia Lopez and Latina 5834. Congratulations, my friends! To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or friends, you could message me on my Facebook page.